Yo, yo, check it out, check it out. So, we have a supercharger. I still got to do some more digging in there, and that's where the fans are going to go. And I also have a turbo setup, but I don't know if I'm going to use it on this one or not. It's already going to be like super badass. It's my little start button mechanism I'll be using. So it's pretty cool. A little shifter. Got an alternator right there that I'm gonna set up on there. Got the front brakes to burn out the big. I'm not putting any of that crazy disc stuff on the back just for the fact that I want it to fucking burn out. And we do have a nitrous intercooler. For this nitrous setup over here. Check out that Laos setup though. Yeah, yeah. You know. So, I just wanted to give an update about my little badass car I'm building. Yeah, it's coming along. I've been a little quiet about it. Haven't really posted much about it. Um, Super funny thing. I ordered these on accident, not realizing that with this and another one of this, I'll be able to set up this crazy wheel that there's no like adapter for this wheel. I remember making a video about how cool it was, that how the seller was like, how you would put your wheel on to figure it out. That's for you to figure out, and that's the reason why I bought it. That was like the sell, say no more to me. I not only that, but it is a super cool wheel. I just have this for looks. It's a tire that I cut up. It's not actually the tire for the car, but um, yeah, I would like some low profile like this. I could cut this in half and build a mold and make a rubber one. It would have to be red or blue though, because that's the only colors I've seen. But that's cool. Whatever. We'll see. I'll figure that out when I get there. But right now, I want to talk about this little setup right here. So my plan is to buy another one of set of brakes, but I'm just gonna buy the disc. They're $7. I'm gonna screw it onto this, which I'm gonna screw this onto the other disc, and then this disc right here will still stop the tire from spinning and so on and so forth. So therefore, it have brakes, which is pretty cool because these brakes were actually they're meant for the Traxxas transmission for any gas like T Max, uh, Revo, any of those 4x4 vehicles that have a transmission. Uh, but yeah, so it's like a trans brake pretty much. It locks up the wheels, so it stops the car. I went ahead and reinvented the whole thing, and I set it up here on the front. Uh, these screws that it came with, as you heard, one just fell out. They're super long because they screw into the transmission. So, but it is a brake pad. Super realistic. Super fucking awesome. So yeah, I'm like excited about that. I'm excited about all these little weird things that I'm putting on there. This is like a little chromed out alternator. You know, it's just part of the pulley system for the supercharger. Um, I have two fans, electric fans that are going in there. Air actually can go in through there when the car is running. It will run down into this intake hose that where I'm gonna put some holes and set it up to this somehow. It's gonna look crazy. I'm gonna set it up to that. So it's gonna look pretty crazy. Um, I am still in my building stage, so as you can see, I'm doing a lot at once. I'm not like just kind of setting my mind on one thing, and I like want it to be like when this is done, that is done. The brakes are done. When the brakes are done, the drive line's done. You know, when the drive line's done, the nitrous setup is all. I want it all to be complete at the same time. I don't want to have to be waiting for parts. You know, some people rather do it the other way, where you just order the back, figure out the drive line to your drive train, so on and so forth, and work your own forward, and then you work your way up to this system here. This isn't a system that you can buy. It's something that I bought and reinvented into what I wanted to use, casted it into aluminum, and there it is. But so you guys seen the car that I'm gonna be using this on. It's a super cool Camaro. I am waiting on funds for the transmission for my Felony S6 build. I will be putting a tayon engine in that one as well. But for the meantime, I'm going to continue to work on this car and order parts for the Felony S6 build that I have going on as well. As I said, I'm doing like a lot. You guys are only hearing about the RCs. You know, you're not hearing about the bikes and airplanes and all this other crazy stuff that's on my mind, and stuff that I'm actually putting into perspective, and talking about and looking at plans on buildings. So maybe I'll give you guys a little sneak peek for all you RC guys, and maybe you guys checked out the other stuff, my other videos on the other stuff that I do. Uh, I do uh, videos with the Nepalese writers, Nepalese writing community. I'm kind of like a little guide, kind of stop by into Yosemite. I live on a 165-acre ranch. I'm just rambling on now, but I do live on a 165-acre ranch, and this used to be a rest stop for the horses between a stagecoach stop between Yosemite and San Francisco. So I kind of do a little hosting with that. So, but yeah, I'm just rambling anyway. So here we are back with this car. Yeah, it's like I'll say 85% uh, parts and stuff, 90% parts. Actually, I have 100% parts on this one. I just gotta tinker with it. I'm just got so like I've been talking on this video. I have all kinds of projects going on, but I am kind of moving on like along with this project as well, pretty quick. So I I don't go out and drink. I don't do stuff like that. I don't go out on the weekends with friends. I don't do social gatherings. I do stuff like this, stuff like that. I was actually working on that earlier, greasing it up. See the Loctite there. If you don't, if you go to a guy that worked on your bike, it doesn't have a bunch of Loctite sitting around. Do not ride that bike. Screws are gonna fall out if you don't use that. So, but yeah, I have a lot of stuff going on. Um, I don't spend my money on silly stuff. Uh, I dump all my money into these projects of mine, and I with the thought of one day, maybe, maybe, probably not, sell one of my items out of my collection of extreme little things that I have. I've had, I've turned down I've been to the point of people coming to look at this bike. I know it doesn't look like much right now because it's a little dusty, but that thing shines like no other. And I've actually turned down quite a bit of the last offer I turned down was like a $15,000 offer. I maybe one day I'll sell it, maybe not. I don't want to sell it, but Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But when I say sometimes I do, at when it comes down to it, I don't sell it. So people leave pissed off, cussing me out, burning rubber. But it is what it is. You know, it's mine. So, um, but yeah, uh, back to these RCs. Yeah, dude. Hope you guys enjoy the build. It's pretty extreme. I mean, fun because I like this. Uh, I gotta figure out where to put this big old thing at. It's really big. It actually came with this air cleaner that I have on that engine, but I set it up a little different. I'm thinking I'm gonna use the intercooler since it just has hose hanging going nowhere. I think I'll just use the intercooler to push the air into the little hole that where that pipe's coming out of, and maybe I'll run some kind of hoses out of through the bottom of that into that, which would push the air into the intake. I don't really want like air getting shoved in there. I know I know that means more boost. I know that means boost, blah blah blah. But that's the reason why I created this. I came up with this idea to use this old. It's actually an oil catcher to a car, but I made it into a nitrous setup with my to hold the nitrous. So basically, I'll probably put a little bit of water in there or something. Uh, some something I don't know. Uh, I can open this. It screws right out from right here. This opens out, and I can put whatever I want in there. And what I'm trying to get at is, I want this thing to work as an intercooler system. I understand I do have an intercooler, but that doesn't do what I want it to do. So I'm using this. And yeah, there it is. Supercharged tie-in. Uh, so the fans that I'm putting back here, I think I brought them out somewhere around here. I don't know where they're at right now. But I think if you watch my other videos, I'm it's on there. Um, and so just to give you guys an understanding, like I bought a model, took it apart, casted it into that. Um, doesn't really do nothing. That thing just spins. I could put this in there, which would make some air, and push it into this. But that's yet to come. I'm not there yet. I'm just kind of mocking things up. So the way I work is people make things work and then put them on. I put them on and then make it work. Because if you're trying to make something work, it's not going to look the way you want it to, you see. So if you make something look the way you want it and make it work after it looks the way you want it, then it looks and works the way you want it. Not just works the way you want it and, oh, well, this had to be there, so I put it there and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm putting it where I want it and I'm working around where it's at to make it work to what I wanted to do, which it works out perfectly fine for me because this is the intake to the tie-in engine and it's right on top of it. So I'll just close it on the bottom. The fans will push the air going that way. The air coming into the car will push it back in to the intake, you know. So it's yeah. And then the nitrous coming out of here. This thing right here, where you can open it a little bit and it'd be like, or you can be like, and just fucking throw hella air in there. And then when the car takes off, shoot some air out of there into there, which pushes the air into there, spat out, you know. And all this other stuff is just for looks. The fans do work, are gonna work. They're electric, blah blah blah. So therefore, it is a supercharger. It does spin because a supercharger. That's the way a supercharger works. So it does what it's supposed to do. uh, Now, does it create boost? Well, if you're ramming air into it and you're ramming air into the intake, therefore, yes, it will create boost. And with the fans pushing air into it, it's going to create a little bit of boost. And then when I turn that on and that starts pushing air through there, cold air, then it has nitrous in it and more oxygen. So therefore, it's going to run hard. It's going to run like an engine with a supercharger on it, you know? So there it is. I know I've been ramming for like about 16 minutes. The phone says. Um, I I saw my first video of the ride height, determining the ride height. I guess I just gotta figure out. I just have to figure out on how to word the videos to get more views. I'm not sure. I put the disc brake. I put RC disc, so maybe I'll put RC supercharger, and then people will look at my videos. So um, I'm just trying to figure out. It's kind of like a weird little thing, you know. Like it's like not a business, but I want to market my video, so I want people to watch it. So in that aspect, you're marketing the video in my own mind. I have to like think of a way how to get more viewers. You know, like people Google like disc brakes RC, boom, there it is. You know, that's gonna come up. Okay, but um I was like putting like, oh my tayon, blah blah blah. Well, nobody Googles that, so that doesn't come up. You know, so I got to figure out. I have to when I put the title to my video, I have to think about that kind of stuff. And watching this video later is going to help me out a lot because I've been rambling on like crazy. And I hope you guys enjoy. And if you watch to the end of this video, please like and subscribe to my video. Um, I am by far, sponsored by anybody. I'm just building this and I'm doing everything for you not to do so you don't waste your money trying to build a cool RC. I see videos where they make these brakes. They bought these Carrera $200 brakes and they put these crazy wires, which I'm gonna show later on in my videos, and I'm gonna say like, fuck this guy. This guy's crazy. Don't let them bullshit you, man. They all get paid for that stuff. They're actually getting paid by someone to make that video look hard for you to build this. Yes, it's taking me a long time to put this thing together, but I'm not I don't have companies sending me parts, you know. I'm I'm buying these things with my own money. Luckily for you that I love doing this and I'm able to make this video of how I made mine. Um, my car is not for sale. I'm not selling any of the stuff that I build. Uh, you can subscribe, like, follow me. Ask me what I bought, what I used. I will tell you. I will show you with pictures from Amazon, eBay, wherever it is that I bought the stuff from. Um, so you can build your cool car and hopefully you can build it like a better one than mine, you know? Like, dude, I want to see what you guys got, man. Like, you spend 500 bucks on a store-bought RC. Like, spend 500 bucks and build your own, man. Let's build some cool shit together. Peace.